Okay. And good morning, YouTube. Are you live? Yes, I believe you are. Oh, yes. All right. Twitch. Are you live? Good morning, YouTube. Yay! Good morning, Twitch. Yep, we're going to be building buildings today. Okay. Close that finally. Okay. Just a few things. Good morning. All right. There we go. Hello, hello. As you can see from the building behind me, which is basically just a shell right now, we're building buildings. And we've got this building that we started last time. Now, what we've been doing is building empty buildings the last couple times because we are waiting patiently for the next update. Now, I know there's been some mixed emotions, and I'm not gonna lie, I have my share of reservations. But I have tinkered with things like the copper golem. It was impressed, I'll not lie. 3, 4, 5. So I'm waiting patiently for this copper update. That was actually. And there we go. Let's see, we have windows in the middle here before we turn again at the back of the building. And on the bottom floor, it's a curve, like right here. So we had to fill in the gap there. Okay. Let's see. Now, according to the slideshow, this is pretty much where the area ended. Now, that's okay. We've got other stuff we can put in place, help fill in, and add more to this. But for now, oh, not there. We're going to see how far we get with this. Let's see. If I do this, no, like that. They change the glass to glass panes later. 5. That. 1, 2, 3 already. Uh-oh, we've got some terraforming to play around with. 1, 2, 3, 5 there. That, that. And I should have this stream up so I can see chat. I need to see chat. Alright. Let's see. There it is. Whoops, I had sound up. Darn devices. Darn devices. Alright, let's just see if I can get Twitch to behave. Come on. Okay. There. This way I'll be able to see chat when people talk to me. Oh, here we go again. Sound was up. Turn that off. There we go. Now I don't have to listen to me. I know that sounds funny, but it's okay. Now, down, like 3, and then it starts to turn. Let's see, how do I do that curve? 2 singles, and then it turns. Okay. So we want melt, single. Uh-oh. We're turning bare. Well, that definitely makes this an interesting little building. We're gonna have to work that out. Okay. Well, I needed to terraform this area anyway, because it's way too square. And look at this, that is just straight. We're gonna rough it up a little. And then we're gonna get rid of this. So let's see here. Nope, that's 2 singles. Okay. That. Single, single, and then return. And we'll start our next pattern for the back. Alright, there we go. Whoever butt's been claiming my audio on Twitch can just kiss my butt. I don't care. Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to terraform this anyway, so this is a good time for it. Okay. Button. That's okay. I'll just... Alright. We want... Oh, the back is pretty much the same as the front. Alright. Largely the same as the front. Alright. That'll make it easier. At least I hope it does. Let's see here. So, we did what up here? Yeah, we're going to be continuing that netherite. 3, and then our little pattern there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I want this part knocked out just because there is. Well, we want the floor anyway. We want to make sure we knock this all down a little bit. Rough up the terrain, make it look nicer. Maybe more natural, with the exception of the obsidian. And we'll see what we get. Alright. Let's make it vertical. Okay. So that. Then we're going to do a large window. Okay, we need to start making this up. Okay. This needs to come this way. And I'm not using the tools today just because I want to mess around a little bit. Rough up terrain, that kind of thing. Tools aren't really that good for that. I want to rough up the surrounding terrain a little bit. So, we're going to just Do it by hand. Alright. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay, maybe I should use the tools at least to a small extent. Alright. I'm convinced to use the tools to a degree. At least a little bit. And I not play around so much, so there, that'll help. Still want to rough up surrounding terrain. Getting towards City Hall here, so I guess City Hall can overlook this little shopping area. That's fine by me. Rainfield just a bit more natural, I think. Swing that. That. Come back over here. Yeah, okay. We gotta do some more. Okay. We roughed up at least. Alright. Just take this across for now. We will be maybe terraforming this a little bit better later. For now, okay, we need to do that. There we go. A little better. Okay. I know we're not doing anything exciting like going into the Nether, but this world is very special to me. So, let's see if we can replicate what we did up front. Oh, whoops, fun. That's 3, right? Yeah, 3. Okay. Which means there's nothing but glass in between back there. Okay. I want to just go straight across here. And there we go. We have our kind of base outside here. Well, almost. Have 3 here. 5 in between? Yeah, I believe it was. 5 in between. Well, they got a weird number here. What's going on? 3. It is 3. Okay. I just hadn't done that one yet. Okay, okay. 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 So we continue this line all the way around. This in time. Just a moment. Uh-huh. Okay. Very expensive building. At least in survival, it's expensive. Right. Well, it's okay. It's so plain. Low volume. Properly. Oops, I think I see an error here. 2. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. middle of the way to the book, so I think we can keep that trend going. Hooray for William Tell. That's where that gets that. Yes, that looks right. That's the second floor right there. 1, 2, and here's the third floor. Okay. We're making progress. I do like the sound of iron bars in their place. It's kind of cool. And then we're going to use this for the roof. Are we on the map? We are not. Oh, I think we gotta fix that. See through the stupid clouds. Map does this anyway. And betting this is N7, I think. N or M? M, I think. Let's grab M7 and see if we're right. Nope, this is correct. This is a map we're not on. Okay. About M8. No, but close. M9. Not exactly. Well, let's go up. Straight above this. See if, no, we are on the right map, so it's M9. Yep, we are on M9. Okay. That map, close this. Close that. I love having the maps organized like that. Not that one. Project. Open that up again. Why are you saying map 95? There it is. Okay. That. We are now officially on the map. So we can continue our building. And you can see what's going on as I do it. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a building right here, so I'm going to have to terraform this. Alright. Yeah, we are building in the area around City Hall. How's that for funny? netherite there. Okay. You are netherite. Yeah, I know. Netherite's expensive in survival. If you're trying to follow along in survival, I'd recommend using black concrete. Or something similar. There's like black stone that can be used here. For me, netherite is just convenient because it's creative. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're making very good progress. Oh, we don't want a toolbox in our stuff right now. We want you. And I do encourage people to follow along, be it survival or not, is I want to see if you build this any differently based on the renders that I have. Screenshot the renders, I don't mind. How would you build this building? What materials would you use? I thought the mud looked good. Personally, I think the walls definitely help add the depth that I need. So, yeah. Okay, that's why I was right there. There we go. Honestly, I really think this is turning out good. Okay, there we go. By the time we're done, we'll have a nice building here. It looks like it'll be pretty square and fairly small compared to some of the others. Some of these others are like mega builds almost. Well, maybe not mega builds, but big builds. Yeah, let's move some things around here. There. That'll make it easier to deal with things. Okay. Just do this a little bit. Continue our building around. I think we'll have a nice build here. Yeah, I am curious. What would you use to build this? Would you use a different block in place of the top? Would you use something else instead of netherite? Let me know. Curious. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think we're making really great progress. Frankly, I'd love to build more with a brick wall in the survival world. Come on. Come on. I can't exactly build a block of netherite in that world. I'm not going to. Some of these buildings would be fun to build in that world. Not gonna lie. I have to agree with some people when they say the sound of iron being placed is fun. And honestly, before this build, I'd never heard that. So, it's an interesting noise. Alright, this cross. Happens. Third floor's coming along nicely. I know, there's balconies and stuff to detail in. We'll get to that later. Right now, we're after a shell. Also, gonna get these windows in place. I'm not sure if I want to try and use glass panes for this. I might. As that would really give the extra depth this build is going to need. But for now, glass blocks are way easier to deal with. this. Oh, this is so fun. Pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, much better. I like how this is looking. Look at that. Look at this general shell in place. I might swap the glass for glass panes, but that'll be easy to do with tools rather than trying to do it by hand and such. Well, glass can be a pain to place with panes. Oh man, I like how this is looking now. Yeah, this is really, really nice. And pretty much based on the build, I would say. Looks pretty good. I'm not exactly going to use netherite on the roof, no. That's going to be tough. Using netherite on the roof would be silly. As a trim in this case, yeah, I think it'll work. Just take that to the top for now. Interrupt it as needed. Bringing other bits of this along. Yeah, okay. That. Little interruption. Honestly, I have to appreciate uh, the way the buildings are designed. Because they do lend themselves pretty well to being a Minecraft build as well. I don't know if that's what the modeler intended when they made the model, but they lend themselves nicely. I'm happy with that fact. Okay. Okay, that was whack. Really, game? You just hate placing walls today? Is that it? Go. Not that way. That way. better that I do this by hand. With this particular layer. This is what creates the corner of our floor. Boom. Just like that. Yep. Before I started this building, I had never placed a block of netherite. Now I can honestly say I have. That out. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I know this isn't exciting like Fridays. Sometimes it's nice to mellow out and just chill. What's the idea with this stream? Taking it slow and lazy, being mellow, relaxing. Oops. There's. Okay. Roll away. Okay. Tricky, but not an impossible build. I'll grant that. And then we've got our corner here. Let's see if we can take it to the roof. Take this all the way across. I know that might have been too far. Yes, it was. But get our corner. Cuff in place. Bars in place. Start our slabbing. Up top, bottom. Dang it. Okay. Bottom half slab here. So even if we don't like this roof well, nothing will spawn up here anyway. We don't want stuff spawning up here. I know I have spawns turned off right now because of lag, but well, The idea is still the same. All the way across. Go. Back. There we go. Nice building. And then we can move on to the next one. Right layer. Take it across. Break it as needed. Meet up with the other side. Okay. Uh-oh. What is it? Okay. I thought I messed up. Done with another right now. You know, one thing I can do in more tools maybe is make TNT armor and use that for mining in the nether. That would be fun. I have to do it somewhere where piglins won't bother me because, well, I wouldn't be wearing gold. I'd be wearing the whole armor, so it would go kaboom every time. Yeah, we don't want piggies bothering us when we do that. That's Friday's problem. But I definitely want to get netherite armor in that world, just so I can compare it to other armors. Let's meet up with it. There we go. And we'll take this all the way. This layer ready to go. Oh yeah, this is turning out pretty good. And coming along very quickly even without me using the tools. It's nice to have them available though. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's see if we can start pulling it up from back here. basically what we're doing is getting the rough concept of the building in place. Come back when we're doing interiors and stuff. Detail them further, I think. Maybe. We'll see how things go. I'm now just waiting patiently for that next update, which probably will be showing up, I would say, most likely after Minecraft Live comes out. There's going to be a Minecraft Live later this month. So, yeah. Good chance they'll announce a date finally. I guess that window's below it. Go. Alright. Properly. This. Yep. This. Made that too low. Point still remains. There. Oh yeah, I made that too low, alright. Okay, okay, come on. There we go. And now we have this part settled. Further detailing settled. Yes. There, there, there. Now, why did you switch blocks on the game? Okay. Pull this all the way up. If you're interested, this is a comic book world being built in Minecraft. And yeah, you'll find links in the bottom right corner of the screen and in the description, at least on YouTube. I have much of a description on Twitch right now, I don't feel. But if you go to the Twitch channel itself, after stream preferably, you'll find links on the channel to both YouTube and the Indie Planet, even the Patreon. And I'm still working on the Patreon, I'm not going to lie, but I have put into consideration the option for viewers to choose from a list of games that I post in the proper tier on Discord. What game we play next on stream, because we are going to be finishing Pikmin 3 on Saturday. So if you want to choose the next game, well, Patreon will be getting set up for that, and Discord will be the place to go to vote on the next game. So if you want to help us out financially, Patreon's the place to go. If you want to have a say in what we do around here on these channels, Patreon connected to Discord, where you can go into the Discord channels and chat with us, tell us what you think, offer ideas, keep it polite and constructive. It's not that major a request, I think. Polite and constructive. That would be very helpful. As we're still learning. I'm not a master of streaming by any stretch of the imagination at all. I'm willing to learn if anybody has ideas or suggestions. Okay, I think we have our windows, whoops, almost prepared. And go. Alright, let's play with our toys. We've got these nice tools to play with. Let's play with them. Because we can make these nice windows very quickly. And why did that selection get that? Sometimes I wonder about this game. Okay. I can see Twitch is lagging something awful right now. Sorry about that. I'm just going to go around our building, get these windows in place. I wish I could do multiple selections. But hey, even single selections like this really speed things up. That's what. 24 blocks instantly. I'll take it. Oh, I missed that. Okay. Okay, let's fix this. Alright. Boom. Yeah. So nice. Just instantly have a window. Which is why, if I did do this later with glass panes, it would be with the tool. Having these windows in place with the blocks to start is not a bad plan. So before you roast me in the comments about using glass blocks, I'm using the blocks as a starter. They're temporary, I think. I'm going to replace them eventually with panes when I come back to decorate the building. Oh, this is so much better. So much easier. And I know over the weekend there was a Nintendo Direct. What did you think of that? I know there's a fun game that I've picked up the demo of. I like cozy games myself. I am not a fan of platformers. I'm terrible at it. I'll play them, but I'm rarely happy trying to play a platformer. Just because I do not have the reflexes needed. Now, okay, with time and practice, I get it. I'll probably develop those reflexes. And that's why I still play them from time to time. I'm just bad at it right now. We'll go with that. As of this stream, I'm bad at platformers. How about that? Maybe in future I'll get better. 138 blocks. I did not have to place by hand. This just instantly fills in that. Oh, it's so much nicer. We'll get the roof in place and continue on to the next building. What do you think of this netherite for trim? I think it's about the right color. That's the only reason I picked it. It's the right color. Like if I needed a light blue for something, yeah, I'd be using diamond blocks. Wall's done. Back wall's done. That side's done. It's just this side. Okay. And apparently, the demo of the game that I picked up on, it's actually a PC game, from what I've been able to learn of it. So it's already on things like Steam. I'm fine with that. Oh, I missed a line here. Just a spot. There we go. Easy fix. And we'll just see, what was it? Abracadabra? Hey! We'll use the right magic words this time. For anybody that doesn't know, well, see what works. I did use the wrong magic words once, and it did not go well. Alright. Yeah, there it is again. Abracadabra, wrong magic words. Why it does that, I'm not sure. I can only assume it's a flaw of the add-on or something. But hey, I'm not complaining, so I have to redo my selection. I don't care. It saves me so much time. So much time. I've had to do builds like this in survival, and it's like, ugh, endless block placing. Not complaining. Just saying in creative, this is a ton faster. If you're trying to replicate this building in survival, well, you wouldn't have been using netherite blocks down there anyway. I'd recommend using concrete instead if you're going to do this in survival. But yeah, if you want to build along with these buildings, I don't mind. That's why I have the reference. I'm curious. I want to see your builds too. We do have a Discord, even if you don't support us through Patreon. I wish you. It would be nice if you did, but you don't have to join the Discord. And send me screenshots of your version of these buildings. I'd love to see them. Okay, that's all the windows in place. Let's see if we can get our roof done. Yeah, the music is reflecting how I feel right now. Very joyful that I got this build most of the way done already. There we go. Boom. All we gotta do is fill in with the slab. I don't know if the tools will do fill it in the bottom half slab or top. I honestly don't remember. All the way around. Oh, and not do that. Alright, we're gonna try it. See if we get lucky. That would give us a nice building straight away. And fingers crossed, Alakazam. What do you know? It works! Beautiful. We have a building. We need to put in buildings there, there. Well, not there, there, and probably over there. So this is going to be a big one right here in the middle. Look at how gorgeous this area looks. Even though some of these buildings are just shells right now. It looks so good. And we're filling in the area around the City Hall build that I was working on, which I still need to finish fixing. I still need to finish City Hall. Now, if I fly over there, pardon me, sorry about that burp, if anything was caught by the mic. If I fly over to City Hall here, you'll see that, yes, I was doing an interior here. Look how pretty this is. These chandeliers are not that bad. They're pretty nice, actually. And I did this pretty little area. Kind of a nice little office space. But we did a full-on courtroom. And I thought this turned out nice. Now, okay. It's not the world's greatest thing, but hey, I thought it was fun. It's a courtroom, meeting room, something like that. We got a nice little office back in there. I thought this turned out good. I love these pillars. This turned out pretty neat. I'm not too sure about the glow lichen on that part, but I thought it was good. But since we're getting closer to it with this shopping area, we're going to have to work out roads and stuff behind these buildings and things that go around City Hall. So, yeah, this is going to have to be worked out. We're definitely having buildings here along this road and on the inside of this little loop here. We also have to bring this bit in the center, these trees and things. And I still need to finish these street lights too. Now, if I finish off these street lights, I could probably just copy-paste this whole thing and put it down here in the middle here. So, yeah. Ignoring the sniffers. That was an oops. But you can see there's definitely terraforming to be had and a lot of work to do. We definitely got this road in place. That was a big step in the right direction, I must say. Okay, I think we're just about ready to move on to the next building. Look how cool this one turned out. Yep, so time for me to change my reference image. We are done with number 11 out of 16. So let's have a look at number 12. Where is that located? Next door. Now that's tricky. What's that? In between the two buildings. Nah, we'll work that out later. Let's focus on getting the front of this building in place, which means we need to change our block palette. Get rid of all this stuff. That right now. That, don't need that. That's our road and sidewalk. We will probably need the glass. Looks like it's kind of a brown texture. We'll probably get away with spruce planks. Maybe. Okay, we'll start with the spruce planks. That. Looks like it's roughly the same height as the build next door. Unless I missed my gas. Let's take a look at the reference. No, it's about the same height. Oh, I think I see what. Oh my goodness. Let's just crazy. Kind of an oddball corner. Guess I should have zoomed in the render a little more. Okay, well, that's clearly a corner of some sort. Let's see. We did want the tough slab. I could pick block it. Concrete might serve well here. Yeah, I think we could use white concrete for the foundation along the bottom edgemost bit. We may well want you eventually, and possibly you. We're just gonna have those on standby. This one is definitely unusual. It's gonna be a trick to figure out. Oh, hurt. Um, what? I'm seeing like lines in between there, so to speak. I'm betting I'll probably utilize that sooner or later. For now, we want to get our foundation down, so let's see what we can get going on here. And this also is going to probably mean a good bit of terraforming. So we're going to grab our top slab again, and we're going to just pull it over top of that. Giving us a nice gap between buildings, for starters. Yeah, this is going to need to be fixed. Yep, we're going to be pushing back terrain. Okay. We want a 2-block gap between, because of the glowstone in our grid, for starters. And it leaves us a little bit of free space in between. Actually, let's do... We want some free space in between for when we do things like balconies up there if we need them. Detailing. We want to leave a gap for details. Okay. We're going to do that. That. Now, we're definitely going to have to push this terrain away. Alright, let's do a little terraforming here. Yep, that's going to be a thing. Okay. Yep. Going to have to do some copy-paste work, too. Like, alright. Well, let's see what kind of mischief we get into as we get into it. Okay, we'll just do that. Yep, we're going to have to replace the grid. Okay. This is why I'm doing one layer at a time to investigate this. Yeah, we're gonna be terraforming a lot. But that's part of the course. Yes, we would have confirmed. Okay. There goes all that extra terrain we didn't need. Let's just do that temporarily. Oh boy, this is going to be tricky because we did some terraining around here. We can't have this building too big or it'll mess up this terrain. Be careful with it. Let's see. I believe we can. Pull you out a little further from that. Go. Oh, this is so much nicer. If you really want to know how much nicer these tools have been, just take a look at the early videos in this series from the first playlist, and you'll just see that I was doing a lot of terraforming by hand, and that wound up being the majority of some of the videos in the early parts of this series. So be glad these tools are so helpful. They speed this along so much. Definitely speed this up a lot. Whew, we're down another layer. Oh, I love it. Okay, we're almost there. Selection. See how far we can go with this. Bam. Oh, wrong one. Did we pick up this stupid seed? No, we didn't, actually. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, did we pick up those dumb seeds? Okay. Boom. We're gonna put our grid back in place. We've got a lot of oopsie here. There we go. Bare terrain fixed. We definitely need this grid. We don't want to lose this. Alright. Just gonna do a quick fuss here. We didn't change anything in there. We're good there. Oh yeah, much, much better. Go. This will also help other things later, I think. We'll make sure the grid is in place and working properly. Okay. What we're going to do is add this and finish getting rid of some of this terrain. No doubt going to need terrain out of the way when we do other things. Next building in line, other stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. So when we do other things later, we want this grid definitely available. There we go. This will help. Then it seems silly, but it was not. Okay, I think about as good as it's gonna get for the moment. We could end up messing around with this a little further. Grid under. Alright. And we probably will end up messing with the terrain further. Okay, we've got our grid back. Oh, yeah. Yep, we're going to be doing some definite terraforming around City Hall. This, I'm actually very proud of. I went to the local library some time ago and found some tourism books for various places. One of them, I think, was Rome. This happened to be in front of that city hall. So I thought I'd recreate it, have a little fun. I do need to finish City Hall. So that's going to be a future project for the area. But yeah, I am very happy with how much this is filled out. Wow. Okay, we are definitely on this map for this one, so M9. I'm betting we need M8 now. As soon as we cross over, we are off the map. So we need M8 for our next map. So, we want to pull that out of the hotbar, grab that. And we want to grab our maps. I keep having to double check myself as to what maps I'm getting. We want M8, I bet. Yes, because that terrain is very messy. You can see just how messy that looks. Oh. Alright. Did I get rid of the... Oh, I got rid of the top. Oh well. So, we're going to come down here. Whee! And boop. keep this in our toolbox here. There's our toolbox. M9, we're done with it. We want M8. And we also want current project. That and that. Reopen this. Take it out of the hotbar. Put our tray back in hand, and we're ready. We gotta put our slabs back. Yeah. Oh, we definitely have to put our slabs back. That's okay. We wanted at least 3 for a gap in between. To cover over this glowstone part of our grid here. And leave room for if we need to put in balconies or something. So if we have a grid of at least 3, or a gap of at least 3, we're good to go there. I think maybe 5 would be better. Let's do 5. Give ourselves a nice alleyway to play with. Space to play around and work if necessary. Alright, that should do the trick. Now, if we want to figure this out, there's a bunch of little windows in the second layer, so to speak. So let's just. I have white concrete selected, but my tough slab was up. Weird. Let's see here. Let's do this at like 10 or so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I'm going to take a wild guess. Oh, it's set back, isn't it? Okay, this has to come out. Taking another look at this crazy building. I think that's set back. I can't tell because there's a tree in the way, but we'll just take it back by 1. I'm not sure what they did with this. I don't know. Inside, we definitely want a smoother wall. We're going to do this. Let's swap our outfit out. We'll just take this a good ways out for the time being. I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. That was about right, I want to say. Do like, those would definitely be like. No, I don't think so. I really wish they'd give us some walls. I'm losing count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if I do that? I can't say I like it. Ugh, fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I didn't go far enough. Ah! What the heck, game? Lag. 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is getting to be very big. Hmm. I hate to quote villagers, but 8, 9, 10. How did this building go? 3. I'd almost call this one like an office building. Look at how narrow those windows are. Like, there's at least 6 levels there. There've gotta be windows, I'm betting. 6 floors, good heavens. This goes up the distance, not all the way. Let me take a look at my reference here. Almost. That is awkward. Yeah. Odd indeed. The roof has like 3 layers. Not sure what to make of this. Having only one monitor can be very inconvenient. Roughly like so. Fill it in like that. Take this up. Maybe a couple more layers. Good. Plenty. Sure, I understand this particular building. Sorry about that. Oh, my nose is annoying some days. Like 2. 4. Not 2. 5. Oh, it does need to go a bit taller. 6. Do a layer up right here. About the same height. Yeah, 103, which is exactly right. Oh my goodness, that actually came out exactly the way I wanted it. We're going to take this and do like 2 there. Make this a row. Unless I'm guessing wrong here, I think we actually managed it. So, have our first plate. Fill that bit in. And then we want to. This building is going to be very difficult to build. Last, I'm going to probably replace some blocks with panes eventually. Right now, I'm just trying to get this shape correct. Freedom place. Doing this right. Concrete on top. And I have a sneaking suspicion this is like an office building. Or something. I'm trying to keep the proportions reasonable. The sizing reasonable. Actually, this should be shorter. Let's take this down a few more. Yeah, we'll take it down a little bit. This did seem like it's a good bit shorter than the main part. Not sure what it's all about, but I'm going with trying to make it work. And there we go. Okay, yeah, that does look a lot better. Or a lot closer, I should say. Take a layer of spruce like that. Lucky stick in the corner gets a window like that. These is I'm not even counting these windows, I'm just putting them in. Okay. These are so small, they're not worth trying to use a tool. Okay. Good. Right for the 1812 WorldCrafter. It sounds like it's doing really well. Providing some entertaining music while I'm doing this. Not really that entertaining to place on, I admit. I'm trying to keep things interesting, but yeah, I'm not sure how to do that. But yeah, ask questions. I'll try to answer. I think we've got a rough fight going on here. Got the right blocks. Going. Maybe make this go all the way. Alright. Good progress. And place this bit. Building is definitely going to need more study. I think. More renders, perhaps. Okay. This is wrong. Okay. Not sure what this is about, but at least we've got a rough design going on. clever on the interior with this. We've only got a single layer for ceiling and floor. Good thing hidden light sources are definitely a thing. These go all the way, doesn't it? For the buildings with bigger windows. Much faster to do. You're running out of time. I hope this has been enjoyable. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, follow on Twitch, all that kind of good stuff. But in case of both, make sure you turn on notifications. I do tend to go live on a daily basis, with the exception of Sunday. But there can be different times, like on Saturday. We just take Sunday off. Yeah, day of rest. Okay. I hope this has been enjoyable. We'll have to be calling it a day soon. I want to get this front wall in place just as a start. Get this front wall done. Better, right? Yeah, I can't do one high window. It has to be two. Higher is 2 blocks. There we go. Almost there. Yeah, it looks like Twitch is having issues today. Sorry about that. But hopefully, temporary things. Same as weekends. Yeah, 6 layers. A lot to this. There. Okay. We have a rough front facade here. Oh. Where did I start this one? 97. That's too short of that. There. 85 for the glass. Got it. Oh. Okay. I think we managed to do that much. This is an odd one, that's for sure. Oh, pardon me. Pretty sure I'm going to need to do some fresh renders. Yeah, that is going to be odd. As wide as that is, it's probably going to be big again. We can't go super big on this one. Kind of a boxy. Yeah, that looks like it would be about right. Okay. Yeah. A good look at the sidewall. It's pretty solid. About a little shorter lengthwise, I would say. No, it's actually bigger than its neighbor. Uh-oh. It's a little bigger than its neighbor. We can't go too much bigger than its neighbor. That will run into City Hall terrain. How do we want to handle this? Oh, I see. These are just on opposite corners. Ah, okay. This is wrong. Okay. Basically, this just goes like this. Means I could probably go one less if I wanted to. This. And then we just get rid of all this. Oh, this can go. That actually makes the building a little narrower. Darn it. All this is wrong. But good thing we have tools. Yeah. Immediately fixing the problem. Though I do want to know really who designed this thing. This is nuts. Okay. There. Instead of fussing too much, do that. Okay. Wow. It does need to be a little bit bigger than its neighbor. Now, I could adjust terrain around City Hall. I was very happy with it, but if this building encroaches that, we have to fix it. Let's take a cuss. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it in one. I can see. Got that little notch in the building. Make another little notch in the building. Be a little bit bigger than its neighbor. I may do some more camera. If we continue on this trend, we're going to go this way with it. Oh dear. Yep, this is going to take a bit of work. Let's see. No, I think we're just about out of time. do, that's even with the edge of the building. So if we take it maybe 3 further, I would say, possibly 5. Go 2, 3, 4, 5. This terrain is going to have to change again, but we're out of time for today. So that'll be tomorrow's project. If you like it, so please leave a like and subscribe. Follow on Twitch, turn on notifications, all that fun stuff. And until next time, bye for now. Twitch froze up.